back, everybody. This segment is brought to you by HealthTrack RX, which is a diagnostic lab that specializes in infectious disease testing. So they offer PCR testing for a wide range of infections, including respiratory illnesses, wound infections, urinary tract infections, and more. I met up with their medical team to find out how this fast testing can really help all of us. Hello, everybody, from the 2025 Urgent Care Convention at the Hilton Anatole. We're here to learn more about the HealthTrack RX testing. So the key differentiator here is speed. They offer overnight results to help providers make decisions faster. Excited to welcome in Dr. Stephen Goldberg, who is the medical director here. Okay, listen, a lot to talk about, and first thing that comes to mind really is that so many of us end up with these antibiotics. We're not sure if we need them. And it sounds like this next day testing could potentially help with that. Talk about how you help with that problem.
We're very excited about it. First, the problem of overuse of antibiotics. Overuse occurs about 30% of all outpatient encounters. That overuse of antibiotics leads to resistance. So when you actually need it, the bug might no longer work. And those resistant infections can be deadly. So that's the key problem we're trying to help prevent against.
So I've heard that this kind of testing can actually save money, save time, and reduce those unnecessary visits. Talk about how that works, in a clinical setting.
By getting the diagnosis right, you can get treated faster. And what our company and others have done is done large studies looking at people who've gotten both traditional testing and molecular testing. And molecular testing over time for a number of different conditions reduces follow-up visits and reduces the total cost of care.
So you're still actually seeing patients regularly. Talk about the consumer expectation right now in 2025.
Several decades ago, I could say to a patient, you have a virus, and that would be good enough. It's not good enough in 2025. They've taken off from work, they've got kids to manage, a lot going on. They want a very specific explanation, and they want a very specific treatment.
This is so true. I relate to that so much, and it's right. We want to know exactly what we have, what our child has, and what to do with that information.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of these, fast-moving diseases, some of the top concerns for people, right? Something like measles. Why is it so important to have that next day overnight answer?
Measles is so contagious. It's actually one of the most contagious infectious diseases that are out there. For every 20 people that are exposed to this virus from one person, they can end up contracting that if they're at high risk.
Wow. So
the number one key to preventing spread is identifying who's infected in the first place. The only way to quickly isolate someone, contain someone, and contain the spread of that virus and that disease is quick identification of a positive test.
Totally makes sense. You don't have time to sit around and wait for days, right?
No, 100%. And it also, there's a patient behind this story. For those that are negative, you can go back to your normal life. You can get back out there, go to school, go to work, go to the store. The longer you're waiting for an answer for that result, the more anxiety it creates in parents who might have kids who have been exposed. It's better for not only patients who are positive, but also those who are negative.
I have certainly learned a lot from you today. For anybody that's interested in learning more about this type of testing, how it can help in their community, where should they go to learn more?
Well, if you're a physician, you can go to www.healthtrackrx.com. If you're a patient, we partner with a lot of urgent cares, pediatricians, family practice. If you go to your local urgent care, we're likely a partner with them. They can ask for a HealthTrack RX test, and we'll help the providers and the patients.
Perfect. Dr. Reddy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we will, of course, link all of that information on our website, cw33.com.